Hey family, what's good? This is your girl, I am the Bronze Goddess, and I'm here to do the Child in You tag. As usual, I wasn't actually tagged for this tag, but I thought it was a cool one, and I loved it, so I'm going to actually come here and do it for you guys. Let's jump right into the questions. And I have the questions on my phone, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. First question is, as a child, what was your dream job? I wanted to be a TV anchor person. I wanted to be like, hey everybody, what's good? This is your girl, I am the Bronze Goddess, and welcome to the local news. Today, and like, I always wanted to talk like that with that funny voice and just read the teleprompter and be on TV. Either that, or I wanted to be a TV chef. I actually, way before there was Food Network, there was Julia Child on PBS, and I would watch all the cooking shows on public access TV, and I always wanted to do it. And even to this day, sometimes when I'm cooking, I will pretend that I am filming a TV show. And for the lot of you who ask me, will I do cooking demos? Maybe at some point on my channel, but that's not something that I'm interested in right now. I'm working on other things. But that one kind of came true because I did go to culinary school and become a chef, but yeah. What was your favorite Halloween costume as a kid? I think my favorite Halloween costume was when I was dressed as a nun. I thought that was really fun. Nobody was surprised. I've always been kind of a goody-goody, and I was in the military at the time, so everybody was like, we should have known this is what you were going to wear. Like, this is perfect for you. But yeah, I thought that was really nice to dress up. Next one is, what was your favorite cartoon or shows growing up? My favorite shows, I used to love Jem. Jem is truly outrageous. She's truly, truly, truly outrageous. I loved Jem and the Misfits. I loved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I loved Smurfs, Gummy Bears, G.I. Joe. Got to get rough, yo Joe. I used to love that. The Cosby Show, I loved The Cosby Show. It was back and forth with who I wanted to be. Most of the time I wanted to be Denise, but I was really more like a Rudy in real life. But yeah, I used to love that show. My parents, our bedtime was 8:30, and we used to try to sneak and watch the Different World show that came on right after that. And we had a TV in our room, and so we would like have to stake out the door to make sure our parents didn't catch us watching it, because our bedtime was 8:30 and that's when that show came on. I mean, we would have to do so much sneaking to do it, but every now and then my parents would let us watch it because they were so proud that there was like a black show on TV. So yeah, we'd watch, those were our favorite shows, and I used to like Golden Girls, and I still do. Thank you for being a friend. Traveling down the road and back again. Sing with me. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. Anyway, but who don't know the theme song, the Golden Girls? And my favorite Golden Girl was Blanche, may she rest in peace. But anyway, those are my favorites. What else? What else? What was your favorite band or musician growing up? I guess Michael Jackson, even though my parents didn't really let us listen to secular music, so to speak. Michael Jackson, I loved him, and you know, he couldn't make a song that wasn't a hit. So many songs, Thriller and all that song. I loved it, loved it, loved it. Michael Jackson was my favorite. What else? Do you still watch any cartoons? If so, which ones? Because I have small children, I have a 7, a 3-year-old, and also a 8-month-old. So I watch a lot of cartoons because I like to see what my kids are watching. So we watch a lot of, you know, Dora and all that kind of stuff. Doc McStuffins and, you know, Super Y and all that kind of stuff. I watch lots of shows, and SpongeBob, like SpongeBob. But I also like the Disney movies. I like The Croods. That's a really good kid movie. And Frozen is my favorite kid movie. I love, love, love it. Movies like that, kid movies. What's one habit from your childhood that stuck with you to this day? Nothing really. Well, I guess for some reason I'm still a little bit of a tomboy. That kind of has to do with my childhood, but also me being in the military. I'm very independent for the most part. I like to, you know, pick up my own grocery bags and do things for myself. So I guess in a way I kind of have some tomboy ways. It's an oxymoron, but it describes me perfectly. I am a feminine tomboy. I watch football and basketball, all that kind of stuff. I get into the games. I like to play spades and dominoes. I like doing some masculine things, but I'm very girly at the same time. So yeah, I guess some of my tomboy ways have carried on into adulthood. Now let's be real, do you have any jam sessions in your car and go wild dancing? Absolutely. I love 90s music. It was my favorite. And TLC, don't let some TLC come on. Some TLC, sing along to Lauryn Hill. Oh, Lauren, some good old-fashioned Mary. One of my favorites, Brownstone. Oh, love me some 5 Miles to Empty, some Grapevine. If you love me, say it. If you want me, prove it. And my favorite part of that song is the end when old girl goes off. Such a waste of time, though I'm crying desperately, crying for love. You know it won't last much longer. No, no, baby. I need a lover to promise to always do right. Y'all know I love to sing. I love to chirp. I love to chirp. But yeah, I love old school 90s music. Some old Aaron Hall. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Some of my favorite kind of music. I will dance. I will sing. Some old Cry For You, some Jodeci. Yeah, love it. You're at a hotel. Do you steal the shampoos and conditioners from your room? I don't consider it stealing, but typically no, because the shampoos and conditioners from any hotel that I've been, it has never been no Shea Moisture. It's never been no Talia Wajid. It's never been Antoine Couture. So most of the time it's not for my hair anyway. So I never use their shampoo and their conditioner. Never, never, never. I may use their soap, but for the most part I always bring my shower gel. I'm more of a shower gel type person than a soap person. pH, gotta stay up with the pH. But yeah, so no, I don't. But now that's not stealing anyway. To me, if you paid for the room, those are the perks. Those are the little complimentary things that come with the room. Now, if you walked outside of your hotel room and the maid's cart was there and you helped yourself to shower caps and soaps and things like that, now that is stealing. But taking the stuff that's in the bathroom that they provided for you, that's not stealing to me. And last question is, looking back at your life now, what advice would you give your younger self? Several things. I think one of the main things is to live life to the fullest. And one of the biggest things I would tell my younger self is that don't worry about trying to find your purpose. Your purpose will find you. And that all things work together for the good. There's so many things that happened in my life that turned out for the good. When I was ready to go to college, my parents weren't able to do it. My dad had just opened up a restaurant and another business, and he couldn't afford to send me and my sister, so my sister went before me because she's 11 months older. So I was like, what am I gonna do? I thought my life was ruined because I'd always planned to go to college immediately after high school, and I didn't know what I was gonna do. But I ended up joining the military, and that ended up being the best thing, one of the best decisions that I've ever made in my life. But with everything in my life, God always worked it out. Always worked it out. So I'm going to share a really quick story with you guys. Well, we'll see how quick it is. But anyway, I'm rambling a little bit, but when you watch this video, when it was going to be a tag, you knew I was going to do a little rambling, and every now and then I preach. But anyway, girl, yes. My husband and I had just bought our first home, and we had actually eloped. My husband and I eloped, but we had bought our first home in May 2005, and we were waiting on them to turn on all of the utilities, the water and the light and all that kind of stuff. We were buying some supplies for the wedding. We had already been married secretly and privately already, but we still wanted to have a wedding, the white dress and all of that. So we had bought our little wedding supplies and we put them in, and while my husband is trying to open the door to our new home, I could hear water. I could hear water like it's raining in my house. My husband opens the door and water is gushing from the ceiling of our brand new home. And I walked in there, pieces of the ceiling are falling down on my kitchen floor, and I'm like, what is going on? I look up and there's a hole in the ceiling of my house, the big as a Volkswagen Beetle, like huge gaping hole. You can see all the piping and all of that, and I'm like crying because I'm like, I just got this new home. I have a wedding in like 2 weeks. What is going on? I felt like it was the worst thing ever. I called my mom and my stepdad, who also happens to be a pastor, and my stepdad told me, that God is going to turn this around and that everything is going to work out. Don't worry about it. And so I really felt at ease by listening to my mom and my stepdad. So we had the wedding, had a great honeymoon, all of that. We got back to our home. And I remember that our real estate agent was hounding us about the importance of getting homeowners insurance. Anything can happen, she says. So to oblige her, we was like, all right, we'll get it. Thank goodness that we did, because when we told them we had everything assessed, they cut us a check for the damages. Now I want you to rock with me for a minute. The check for the damages was so big that I did not work for 6 months. I stayed home for 6 months. We got new carpeting throughout, New lighting fixture. I specifically wanted a different fridge. I wanted a nice black fridge, and I wanted it to have the ice maker and the water maker and all that. New lighting. They cut us a check so big, we did all of that. So girl, what is your point? My point is, I want the childhood me, I would have wanted the childhood me to know that whenever something looked bad, God would turn it around. That's just one of the many examples. But I thought I would share it with you because a lot of you may be going through a tough time, and you may feel like where you are now is where you will ultimately be. And I want you to realize that this is a moment in your life. This is not your life. This is a moment in your life. And that this too shall pass. And I wanted you to get that because a lot of you are younger and you may feel like, oh my God, I wasn't able to finish school. Oh my God, I got pregnant at a young age. And oh my God, I'm divorced and I'm only 23, or whatever it is that you're going through in your life and you feel like your life is over. It is too early in your life for it to be over. You have not peaked at 20 or 30 or 40. This is not as good as it gets. Things will get better. That much I can promise you. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys knew that I was not going to pass up on this opportunity to share something positive with you guys. It's kind of, that's my thing. That's why I'm not a beauty guru. I love makeup. I love clothes. I love all of that. But at the end of the day, I am a Christian life coach. That's what I am and that's what I do. So every opportunity that I have to kind of impart something in you guys, I'm going to take it. That's just me. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to thumbs up, and if you'd like to do it, go ahead and do so. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. Until next time, later divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.